Hello, everyone. This is day 2 of our challenge. Please say hi. Let me know you are here. This is November 2025, shocking pre-sale buzz builder challenge day 2. Okay, I see that there are people here. Hello, Karen. Hello. I know it's getting closer to Thanksgiving. People are already on the road. Those of you who are celebrating in the US. Okay, hello, Janine and Lucy and Tracy and Juliana and Shannon. Yay! Okay, Shannon, haven't even started. Not to worry, not to worry. It's not a difficult challenge. Today is most of the work, but hopefully ChatGPT will do all the heavy lifting and you're going to love the results. I'm really curious to see how it turns out for you. So do share once you do it. Okay, we're just going to dive right in. Let me make sure I have the right thing open. Where are the pages? Okay, here they are. Just a second. Share screen. Okay, I think I'm in the right place and you should see me now. Let me move the banner. Okay, yay. Okay, so yesterday we started with the pre-sale buzz builder. We talked about this concept of a runway, and that's really the visual I want you to have in your head. When we launch, we have so much work to do for the product itself, for the actual days of the launch. But if we just jump right in, it's not good for us or for our clients in most cases. It can be very overwhelming. And it's like, who is this person? Why is she showing up? Why is she only talking to me when she wants to sell something? We want to build up this, to warm them up. This is what the runway is for. And as we do that for them, it does the same for you. So I think you will find that it's most powerful preparing you for the actual launch. So you don't go from 0 to 100. You go, 0 and then 10, 20, 30. By the time you really officially start the launch, you're already primed and ready. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So yesterday, your job was to think about who you are, your philosophy as a business owner, things that make you stand out, philosophies and angles and views that you have on your subject matter that are maybe different or may create some curiosity. Those are the kind of things you had to think about. And we talked about 4 stages of the runway with general themes for each one of the stages. So first of all, let me know, how did it go? Was it okay? Because there were no Chat GPT prompts or anything like that. You had to actually sit down and write answers to things. Do you remember those days when we actually had to think about things and write them? Let me know if it went okay for you, because you will definitely need this today for the Chat GPT part. In fact, I created another GPT, a custom GPT for you. I find that it is, first of all, it allows me to create exactly what I want you to go through. And I think it's easier than having prompts and you copying and pasting prompts. I know that in some cases it's not ideal because, first of all, it doesn't remember everything you already told it, Chat GPT. And also sometimes people want to do some tweaks, maybe. However, I have to tell you that it's so specific what I want chats to do for you, that in this case and in other cases often I have to design it. The architecture of the GPT is so important to get the right results, which is why I'm creating it for you. I know that some of you love it and don't even have any issues, but please know that I'm not just throwing GPTs at you to make your life easier. I'm throwing GPTs at you so that they're exactly the way I plan them to be as much as I can, so that you get the best results and that you love the results and that you're happy and that it doesn't sound like AI, and immediately stands out as AI. I want it to be as authentic as possible to you. And this process, when I can create the architecture for the GPT, I think will bring you the best results. Plus, it's improving so much, it's ridiculous. Okay, let me see. Lucy, yesterday was brilliant, all done, super quick and easy, excellent. Hi, Karma. Yes, yesterday was so simple. That's so great. So you're going to enjoy today if you already have yesterday's homework. Okay, so now, sorry. Okay, so today we're going to transform yesterday's ideas into real warm-up content, okay, using AI, because that's what we're all about. The key points we're going to cover today is batching, okay? That's our superpower. We're going to batch these 13 emails, content pieces, posts, whatever you want to call them, in a very short time, okay? A very short time. And if you think about the stress and the work that you have to do when you do a launch, now think about how awesome it would be to have all of these pieces ready for you. So whenever you're launching, I can't remember who I saw yesterday who said, okay, so if I'm going to launch in January, I should do this in December. Exactly. You're going to have all of this ready, and then you're going to just start dripping this content the 3 weeks before you launch. Easy peasy. And as I told you yesterday, it's not a regular email sequence, okay? We are creating these standalone individual content pieces that you can use mostly as emails, newsletters, and posts. You won't even have to adjust it to posts, okay? You know how we take an email sometimes and we convert it to be a post? It's just the entire thing. Every email is going to be about 3 paragraphs. There is no kind of beginning and end and call to action. Well, there is a little call to action to engage, but there's no call to action. There's no buying anything. It's just you sharing this piece of your philosophy, your worldview, your business, your thoughts as 3 paragraphs. That's it. You can drop it anywhere. This is why it's not really connected to a specific product. You can take that as is and make that into a post. I mean, you'll just put a visual. We'll do these things tomorrow. You just imagine just like an image and then 3 paragraphs as the captions. That's it. So you can use it for anything, pretty much in any order, although we are doing it, we're creating it in the 4 stages. And I do recommend that you follow the stages, but honestly, it doesn't matter if you just mix and match a little bit. There is some logic in how it's building up towards the actual opening of your cart. Okay, so that's what we're doing, and batching is our superpower. So you don't have to think about it every day for 3 weeks. You'll just do it today and then you'll have everything. Okay, you're going to use the day 1 ingredients, all these pieces. Okay, AI will do the heavy lifting, so much heavy lifting. You won't have to do a lot, but to confirm and to say, yes, I like this or I don't like that. And that will become your email and post drafts. Okay. So I want to just explain, as I mentioned yesterday, even though tomorrow, or actually today, you can go over each one and polish them a little bit, it's not about that. Okay. I want you to create all of this now. And when you do your launch, whenever that is, then you will start copying this and putting it in your mails, MailerLite or whatever it is, and making small corrections in real time. Okay. This is not about automating everything and having everything 100% ready. It's about having a lot of these content pieces ready at 95%. Okay. So please don't stress. I don't know about you, but for me, if I have like 90%, it's enough for me to do everything. I don't need it to be 100%. Even when I do the TMM every month, I do about 2 weeks prior, I create everything, which is about 90%, and then like on the weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, that's when I finished everything. I went over the workbook again. I went over the slides and made some corrections. That's how I want you to have it. Okay. You don't need to do the last word and then just copy and paste. You can do the copy and paste when you actually launch. Okay. So just keep things simple. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So, Karma, I decided to use this process to help me launch my next book. Woohoo. Lucy, I'm feeling really impatient. I really need to earn some money ASAP. I have a workshop on December 22nd, which is the thing I want to use. It's okay, dear. No, this is it. You can decide how much you use. Listen, if you need to launch it on December 22nd, then you only have 3.5 weeks from now, so just use what you can. You can do a little bit less. It's okay. It's better than just showing up for the launch itself. Okay. Okay, I do want to address this. I have also created the Christmas checklist freebie. I feel like I'm going to be bombarding my audience with too much stuff. No, I want you all to think about your inbox and people that you follow, and that you don't delete. You're not mad at them for emailing you all the time, although you may have only bought something from them a year ago or haven't bought anything, but know somewhere that maybe one day you'll buy something. I want you to go and search their name in your inbox and see how many emails they send and how you feel about it. Okay. It's okay. People who get annoyed or are in the mood for cleaning up everything, they'll delete you if you send 5 emails or if you send 15 emails. Just do what you want to do. Share your love, share your things. Whoever grabs it, great. If it annoys some people, they'll just get off your list. It's okay. Don't take it personally. Okay. Okay, how do we tie it to the specific product we are launching? So, great question, Juliana. So at the very end, like stage 3 and 4 are a little bit behind the scenes, and then priming them, teasing them. So that's when you will connect it. But Juliana, really, this is not a launch sequence. This is a pre-launch sequence. You will tie everything with the actual launch sequence emails that you will have on the days of the launch itself. Okay, so that's why it doesn't matter so much what you're using. Okay, are you seeing these glitches, like a black thing for a millisecond, or am I just seeing it on my side? In any case, let's continue. You'll survive either way. Okay, so yes, that's what you're seeing. Good. Okay, let's continue. So, well, I actually answered this, why we draft in batches. Okay, yeah, I think today, create momentum, not polished copy. Okay, so you're going to use yesterday's homework as the input to the custom GPT that I created for you. So what you need is your offer description or whatever you have for your offer, your 3 to 5 philosophy arc points, and your warm-up themes that you listed yesterday. Okay, it can be rough. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, just whatever you wrote, you'll copy and paste it in. ChatGPT will take these sparks, these real things that you're giving it, so it's not generic, and will create short, simple 2 to 3 paragraph pieces. Okay, that's what I said before. It can become emails, posts, or both. It usually, you'll see, it captures one idea or one story or one angle. That's it. We're just dropping these puzzle pieces. Okay, and don't worry about intros, transitions, formatting. So literally, it will give you 3 paragraphs of things that are related to your philosophy, to your themes, to your stories. That is all you need now. That's the kind of emails you're going to send. It's not your normal emails, maybe, when you're always, you have this big an intro, you're building towards something, you're sharing a big story, you're then transition to finish it with some kind of call to action or connect it. We're not connecting anything. Okay, we're just dropping these pieces of information so they get to know us. Okay, focus on clarity, tone, and authenticity, not getting anything done or for them to do something. Just let these pieces create the big picture. Okay. So we're going to be creating today 13 pieces of content, okay? 4 pieces for the authority and truth-telling, 3 pieces for connection and philosophy, 3 pieces for the curiosity and behind the scenes, and 3 teaser pieces for the final days, okay? 13 pieces. Are you ready for my custom GPT tutorial or, example, demo? Yeah, okay. Okay, here. Someone I learn a lot from, have bought from, is currently in launch, bombarding me with emails. I don't care. I just delete but won't unsubscribe because I know I want to buy from her in the future. Perfect. I have these kind of people. Even if I'm not going to buy from them, I'm actually enjoying seeing how they do things, what they talk about. Every now and then, the subject line may interest me and I click on it and see what's going on. I never think, oh, why is she emailing me so much? By the way, I always give this example. I like Old Navy, the store Old Navy, okay? So, and I don't shop a lot, but I've been buying in Old Navy since the 1990s, okay? And I'm on their mailing list. Do you know how many emails they send? I think multiple emails every day, okay? I see that. I don't care. And sometimes they're like, oh, jeans for $15. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get a pair of jeans because you know what I mean? Like, it's all good. Do not worry about it. Okay, ready. Okay, great. So now I'm going to share with you my special GPT that I created for you. So you are all going to get access to this pre-sale Buzz Builder GPT. I'm getting better and better with the architecture of creating GPTs. And I'm really pleased with this one. When I test it, I give examples and I do tests and then I tweak, but at the end, you will be able to give me the best feedback. So if something is annoying or if it keeps on doing something and you wish it did something else, please do share. I can tweak the GPT for later uses. Okay, so you're going to get access to this. You are seeing it, right? Just a second. Yes. And all you need to do is click here. I'm ready to create some buzz. Okay, let's click on that. And as usual, it will now talk to us or not. What's happening? Okay. Love it. It starts so positive. Let's start building your runway. To get your warm-up content dialed in, I need your day one inputs. Look at that. It knows everything. Just answer these in your own words. Rough is perfect. Okay. So what offer are you warming your audience towards? Copy and paste whatever you wrote down about your offer. Share your 3 to 5 philosophy arc points. Copy and paste the homework from yesterday and plug it in. Give me your runway themes for each stage. You did that as well. And here are just 2 more quick questions. What platforms will you share warm-up content on? So you can say my email and my school group or my Instagram, okay? Whatever, wherever you think you're going to do it. And describe your tone in 3 to 5 words. Just you can say warm, fun, professional, whatever, empathic, whatever you want, okay? Once you do that, everything will start. So I have prepared and I showed you yesterday. I'm going to copy this. Let me just make it a little smaller. Okay, so I'm copying this. This is the offer. This is the philosophy arc. And this is the last question, the themes and the platform I'll publish on and my tone. Okay, this is, of course, an example. It's my avatar. Are you following along? You're seeing everything? Yes. Did you see me copy that? I'm not sure because now I can't see that. Sorry. Okay, so I'm now copying and pasting it here. I recommend that you also create in the Google Doc everything and then copy and paste it as one. Otherwise, sometimes we click enter and it messes things up. So I'm now going to hit enter here. Okay, so great. I've got all your day one input and they're clear and rich. Here's the plan based on the 21-day runway. Stage 1, 4 draft, then 3, 3, 3. Okay, we'll start with stage 1. So I'm not going to go over everything with you, but what you need to know is that I designed it so that it asks for your confirmation and permission to continue at every single spot. So your job is to respond and say, yes, I like it. No, I don't like it. Let's tweak this until it can move on to the next step. Okay. It's not just going to drop things on you and then you'll just say, let's go to the next thing. Okay. So this is your opportunity. If you want it to be the best draft that you can, that will be 95% ready, so you don't have to rewrite it, then do the work today with this. Okay. So I'll just show you how it looks. So quick summary, you've provided your offer, philosophy and theme, platform and tone. Perfect. Here are your stage 1 angles and subject lines. So the first thing it will do for you for each stage is suggest different angles. So it will give you for the 4, because in this case it's 4 draft, right? 4 emails. It will give different angles and you will see if you like it. Okay. So you may like draft 1, 2, and 3, but not 4. So you will tell him, I really like draft 1, 2, and 3, but can we change? Can you suggest a different angle for number 4, for example? Okay. So do that. You don't need to do a lot. You just need to give feedback. Now, I highly, highly recommend those of you who don't know and don't use it to use the dictate option. I now use it almost always by default. And what I do is you click dictate and then you can just start talking, okay, instead of typing. And the reason I love it and the way I use it is I start clicking on it and then I say, okay, let me go over what you suggested here. And I literally read out loud whatever, you know, the answers are, and then say, oh, I really like this. Oh no, this doesn't sound like me, or whatever it is in real time. So I don't have to type everything. And then you can do it for minutes. Okay. You can record a lot of information. So certainly you can go over all 4 drafts. When you are done with dictating, you click on there's a check sign. Okay. Click on the check sign. It will then take a few seconds and it will transcribe everything you said. And only then you click to submit it as if you typed it. Okay. Don't click on the little X because it will delete everything you said unless you want to delete it. Okay. It's so convenient. It allows you to really give real feedback in real time as you are responding to what ChatGPT gives you. It's especially good in these kind of situations where you want it to sound like you want it to be authentic, but you don't want to do the work, you know, you want all the heavy lifting to be done for you. So at least give the best feedback you can. Okay. Are we clear on this process and how we do it? Please let me know. So let's just look at draft 1, the angle, okay? Call out the misconception that money blocks are mindset issues and explain how inherited writing shapes a woman's capacity to earn and hold more, okay? So it's because I gave chat the information as if I'm my avatar, okay? One of the drafts in the authority stage, excuse me, is this angle. That's what it's suggesting. And the subject line, it's not your mindset, it's your wiring. I love it. Love this direction. Great. This is not the actual draft of what will be written. This is just the GPT running this idea by me. Okay. Draft 2, break down why strategy fails without safety in the nervous system. Okay. Again, these are things that I shared in my information and it's taking that angle. Okay. So let's say I like all of them. It asks, would you like to approve these angles plus subject lines as is, or adjust anything before I begin drafting? Okay, so again, I do recommend, even if you like it, that you use the dictate option and just go over and say, yeah, I really like it. Or, you know what, I don't want to use the word salad, whatever it is in real time as you dictate. And once you're done, you will say, yes, I approve. So I'm going to say, yes, I love it, and approve all 4. Okay, for example, let's see what happens next. Great, I'll draft all 4 stages. So from this point, you need to give the feedback. From this point, it will actually write the email, okay? 3 paragraphs, easy peasy, without any kind of, you know, agenda behind it other than sharing this. So I'll just show you how it wrote the first one, okay? But do let me see if, yeah, good. Subject line, it's not your mindset, it's your wiring. Most women blame themselves for not being disciplined enough with money, but what's really happening is far deeper and far older. You didn't choose the patterns you inherited. You simply learned to adapt to the emotional climate you grew up in. When your wiring was shaped in scarcity, your body treats more money as a threat, not a gift. I'm just telling you, I'm already seeing this as a, like the image that you can have is your body treats more money as a threat, not a gift, and so that will be a post and this will be the text. Okay. And I won't even read the other two, but you understand it's the kind of language that is specific in terms of your view and your philosophy, but generic enough to just be dropped on people without context. Okay, does that make sense? At the end, there is a call to action because if for engagement, okay, so you don't have to use it, but I would definitely use it in some of the emails and posts. Hit reply to tell me if this reframes anything for you, for example. So you're going to see a call to action at the end of all. That's it. This is what you're going to get. This could take some of you literally 10 minutes and you'll have 13 drafts, okay? But I do recommend that you go through the dictation and go one by one and say read it out loud. At least that's how I do it. And anything that doesn't sound like you or you wouldn't say it that way in real time, just talk to chat and say, "Oh, here I don't actually agree. The way I do it is blah blah blah." And just say that. And then it will give you the next draft, okay? How are we doing? Are you impressed? Do you see the potential? Do you see how it's different than usual emails where we have where it's sequential and we want to get them somewhere? Here, it's us sharing. That's why it needs to be as authentic as possible. Give as much feedback as possible, especially if it doesn't sound exactly like you or doesn't fit your philosophy or theme and framework, and just make that correction and you'll have this piece of content that you can drop anywhere. Okay, right? Very impressed. Yeah, I really worked on making sure that it does exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, so that's how you're going to continue with all of them. It will give you, in this case, 4 drafts until you're happy with it. You may be happy really quickly, but if not, then go over, make the changes. Then you'll have like the 4 drafts for stage 1. It will then ask you if you can move on to stage 2. So every time it will ask you, your stage 1 drafts are ready. Would you like to move to stage 2 or refine anything? And you can refine 10 times, okay, like however many you need. And at the end, you're going to have these 13 emails. And if the GPT does what it's supposed to do, at the end, it's going to tell you you are ready and not going to continue and ask you for more and more things, okay? So please confirm when it's all done and it should say, "Thank you, you're ready for your runway," okay? Tell me if it doesn't, if it goes wrong. Okay, yes, this is gold. Wow. And this is the beauty when we put our input in and we give specific feedback, so it sounds like us, it's authentic, it is true, then it will sound like you and you'll feel comfortable using it. By the way, for stage 2, you'll see that it's going to ask you some more questions. It's going to look for some personal stories and history. It's not going to invent anything. You know how chat invents stories? It should not invent. Please let me know if it starts inventing things, okay? Because I have very strict rules in the back end, so it doesn't. Okay, so that is your homework. Let's go back here. And yeah, so your assignment, use the Buzz Builder GPT, which you will get access to 2 minutes after we're done inside the school and later on in the day inside the portal, to create your warm-up content. Keep drafts short, real, and aligned with your philosophy. It's not a regular sequence. One doesn't lead to the next. It's more like a puzzle. That's how I envisioned it, okay? As pieces of a puzzle where people that even if they just read a couple of your emails, they'll learn something new about you and see you in a different eye, okay? And so yeah, that's basically it. What did we do today? We learned about why batching makes your runway consistent and sustainable and reduces stress and makes you, come ready and your clients more primed to your offer. Your day 1 work gives AI everything it needs. Drafts should feel real, not perfect. Use the dictate feature if you've never used it before. You now have all the core, your warm up of your warm-up content. And tomorrow we'll organize everything, we'll put it together, we'll do a few things if you want to use it in social media, just to get a few images you don't need for each one of them. And that's basically it. You will be ready. Can you believe how easy it is, right? Easy peasy. Okay, do you have any questions? Let me know, let me know. I almost feel like we're cheating, right? It's just, it's too simple, too simple. Okay, great, great, great. So I'm going to let you go. Just give me a couple of minutes, refresh Inside School. You'll find it under the class for this. Yeah, cool. Karma is saying, it seems like this would be a great process for launching any new topic you want to tackle. Really? I think that actually giving you the GPTs, the ready GPTs, so you have them, easily accessible, you can use them again and again for different uses to run kind of ideas or to build up things. And we've already done other projects that I can see how we can basically revisit them with a tool like this to help us organize our thoughts and priming people, even if it's not officially a launch, for example. Okay, so yeah, I am going to let you go. I will see you tomorrow at exactly the same time. And hopefully you will post already in the group that you have written 13 drafts the fastest way possible and that you love it. That's what I'm hoping. And do give me feedback if the GPT is going broke. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Nishikot, see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Ciao.